What is going on, everybody? Good morning, Brick World.
Hello.
Good morning, panel, which I should say is good morning, Drew. So real quick, this is our first show without Bearded Bricks. So obviously, we just want to say we miss him, and it's just not gonna be the same without him here. But we understand. As I've said before, I'm really the only one that's permanently tethered to the show. You know what I mean? It's a busy world that we live in the Lego community. If you're a content creator, if you do stuff, you know what I mean? So, and as your own channel may grow, or you have other things that might require your attention, it might mean that you just can't really commit to Good Morning Brick World anymore. So, we've had many hosts on the show, or co-hosts on the show, and I'm sure over time we will have more. So, now, Brick Babe is not feeling good today, so she is not here. You never know. She might just pop in if she started feeling better, but I just want to let everyone know that she's not feeling well. So, send her good vibes and prayers. I don't want anybody to think anything's like an emergency. She's not feeling well. So, so that leaves Drewbrickz and me. But that's okay. We're still going to have a great show today. So let's see what's going on. Today, our topic is going to be custom sets. We might dabble into some custom minifigures or maybe some custom parts, but the overall theme is sets. I do want to do some themes for custom figs, which we've done in the past, and custom parts. I'm not the only one. A lot of us just love custom Lego stuff, because as we know, it's not just with figs or sets or parts or whatever. They don't make enough, and it's understandable. They can't make everything that we all want. So that's why it's really awesome. We got these other companies that do stuff like that. So today we will be diving into just at least a few different companies that make custom sets. We'll highlight some custom sets. But that's really what the theme is going to be for today. But yes, good morning, Brick World. I hope everybody's doing well. It's been kind of a whirlwind of a week for me, I have to say. I've been sick. I've had a lot of stuff going on. I don't know, man. I've got my own issues and stuff, as a lot of people know about. I did a stream about it last Monday or Tuesday or something like that. And don't get me wrong, it sucks, but I acknowledge also that there's people right now in the community, no less, that are going through things that are way more difficult than what I'm going through. So, but before I get into, the memo board, I just wanted to say, again, thank you to everybody that had reached out to me, commented, just anything that you guys did just to, make me feel better about what I'm just going through. So, yeah, just want to say thank you again. All right. So the memo board, I want you to please support the host of the show. The links to their channels and whatever the case may be is down in the description below. So please go do that. If you'd like to support the channel, support Good Morning Brick World, support Brick Hive, you can also subscribe. You can become a member. There's different perks to that. You can do donations. I have like a billion different donation clips now. I keep making more and more and more. I love making them. There's just, like I said, many things you guys can do. Please like the stream if you could. The algorithm, out of all the things, that's the one thing it likes the most. Want to say hello and thank you to the replay gang.
Yes,
you guys continue to amaze me to no end. The replays, the watch time backs, or whatever you call it, after the stream is done, it just always blows my mind. So thank you guys to that. If you'd like to have a sigfig in the intro or in just random videos that I make, sometimes it's stop motion videos, sometimes it's city update videos, just all kinds of different stuff. I just have sigfigs all the time on my videos, but they are always in the intro to Good Morning Brick World. I make a new intro every single Sunday. But if you would like to have that sigfig or your sigfig in that or any of the other videos, you can send it to my PO box. It is in the description below. I check it. I try to check it every week, but sometimes it's difficult because normally I'm working and the post office is only open on Saturdays, not after I'm done working. So, so yeah. just want to say again, thank you to everybody. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you for supporting us, and thank you for being here and sharing your Sunday with us. Yes, it is another Sunday. Here we are again. Good morning, Brick World. Let's go down and do as is tradition and say good morning to everybody.
Yes.
Where are we at? Hoarder 66.
What's up? Well,
good morning. How are you doing?
Smash that like button.
Smash it, or look, you don't have to be angry.
Just light tap, just a little light tap.
Light tap. If you want to hug it, you just want to come up and shake its hand. Just just interact with it. Pink Wheels. Good morning. How are you doing?
I thought that was the little emoji that was barfing, not a mountain. It was the sun coming over the mountain.
The sun coming over the mountain. Yeah, that's a completely different vibe.
Yes, on my end is very outdated.
But good morning, Pink Willis. Thank you for being here. If y'all aren't in the know, you definitely should be following Pink Willis on Instagram. Pink Willis is an incredible mock builder. I mean, I'm not even joking, dude. I like we all do some good stuff, and like there are people that build on like different scales, but Pink Willis, she has a very good talent for detail and unique building. So you should definitely go check that out. Stephanie, good morning to you. How are you doing today? Thank you for being here. Brick Hive, we're going to pass by that guy. Mayo, what's going on? Real whole egg in the house.
Hey.
Lonely One Kenobi, good morning to you. Agents of Mock, what's going on? How are you doing? Moto,
what's up, Moto?
Lego Master himself.
Yes.
Moto reached out to me this morning too, asking about Chicago, and I was telling him about my foot. So, again, like I said, I always appreciate everybody reaching out and just caring. Moments of the Magic. What is going on? I've been loving your stop motions lately. Good stuff. I mean, I've always liked them, but you've been putting out some pretty rad ones lately. So good stuff. Lego Longoria. Good morning. How are you doing? Goblin Zero. Good morning.
Good morning.
My Bricks and Me. Good morning. Good morning.
What's up?
Appreciate y'all being here. King Oldendorf.
Yes.
This is fun. I might have missed what the fun was. I'm sorry. I'm half asleep, so I'll be lurking. Nah, it's all right. I appreciate it. Rusty, what's going on?
What's up, Mr. Trahan?
Good morning. Scott's Blocks. Good morning. How are you doing? Jude, what is happening?
What's up?
Good morning to you. Earl of McLeister. Good morning. How are you doing today?
Up?
Thank you for being here. Let's see. Richard was a great co-host, but we'll miss him. 10 out of 10 hot dogs. Yes. Yes. Dangheim, did you get Brick Babe sick? No. So look, both Brick Babe and I both have diabetes. And a lot of the things that affect me affect her the same way, but we've also have different things that are going on with us as well. So, so no, she's okay. She's just not feeling good. Just like a lot of times I get sick. But normally if I get sick, it usually passes and I'll be okay. But every once in a while, it kind of weighs you down a little bit more than normal. Best wishes to Brick Babe. Thank you. Yeah. Where am I? I'm a Brick Love addict for fun custom minifigs. Yeah, Brick Love. And I put them over in my case, but I just posted on Instagram. I got a Darth Malgus minifig from him, which is better than the one that Lego put out.
Yes.
Yes. Anyways, where we're at. Cajun A-Fall. Good morning. Good morning to you both. That truck you showed in your weekend review. I hope everyone is okay. Yeah. We found out that I mean there wasn't any fatalities or anything like that. And I think it was actually from drunk driving, to be honest with you. So, yeah. So don't drink and drive, everybody.
No.
I'm a Brick Love addict too. Yeah, I think you got. I got to be careful, man, because I get on Whatnot sometimes, and I'm like, ooh, I gotta stay away, because Brick Love, man, he be putting on some rad, like, and if you want any type of like Darth Vader fig, I mean, like everything from I've seen, what is it like? It's done like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Darth Vader, he's done like all kinds of. He does such a great job of mixing these two different themes together all the time. Goblin Zero says send dogs to Drew Dog buns optional. Pit bulls are acceptable, but please make sure cats don't sneak in. That's got to be an inside joke.
First of me hearing it, but I love it.
Sidious, what's happening? This is Hive. Check that text I sent you. It's an interesting, unique Star Wars fig. I think you'll like. Yeah, I saw. I got a few different messages I got to check still, but I definitely will check that out. Macro says, "Oh, good morning, Macro. Jude, PPP, Scotty, my 2 hours before work. Bricks and Kitties, good morning to you. How are you doing today? Where are we at? Let's see, Will says, okay. Well, I guess hug that like button. Yeah, whatever's convenient and feels good for you. Okay, where are we at? Everybody's saying hello. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Moments of Magic, not a problem. I've always dug that Mos Eisley Hard Rock Cafe t-shirt mashup you have. You know, I love the mashups. Yeah, this is good too. The other thing I like about this one is it's got some of the let me blow myself up here so you can see. It's got some of the classic artwork on there. Yeah, so good stuff. All right, Camel City Brick House.
What's up?
Good morning. How are you doing today? Let's see here. I know I saw somebody else new jump, but Mark Canty, my newest member. Thank you again. I appreciate it, and thank you for being here. Hope you're doing well this morning. Brick Kitty says, "I'm happy to be here. I had to wake up for this." Look, I really appreciate that, and I say this a lot, and I'm sorry. I repeat myself, but I can't help it. You know, you all deserve to be complimented a lot, and look, to say that I don't appreciate any monetary support would be stupid. I'd be totally lying to you guys, man. You guys have no idea how much that helps my channel. It helps me. It helps me keep stuff like the StreamYard upgraded and just upgrading cameras, you know, periodically and stuff. So that is really important. But I've said this before, man. The most important thing that all of you have that you give me is your time. Your time. Your time is your most important thing that we all have on this earth, man. You know what I mean? Because you don't get it back. And I don't want to waste your time. So I always want to try and be as entertaining as possible to you guys. Like, dance, Brandon, dance. You know what I mean? Like, whatever I could do. You know what I mean? But that's the most important thing you guys give to me, man. You know what I mean? And I appreciate it to no end. Let's see here. I wish Lego put as much detail as they did in Malgus in most of their figs. Look, and that's something I want to talk about to more extent. And I'd actually like to get a panel of people and really talk about it. Because there's a lot of different directions you can go with that. Because look, so the reason custom figs cost more is, yes, they put more detail and stuff into their figs. There's no doubt about that. But also they're limited. You know what I mean? If they were like as big as Lego, they would have much more cheaper production costs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But that's not the case. Now with Lego, they are huge and everything, but they spread themselves so thin with so many different figs and molds and, you know, whatever prints and everything that they can't, because they could do stuff just as good as the custom people do. You know what I mean? They could, but then they would have to shrink down like is the amount of sets they put out and stuff like that. So the thing that I can't quite put my finger on is where some of the lines are kind of drawn and things. You know what I mean? Everything from the production cost to what their own profit margin would be. You know what I mean? So because think about, a lot of us have done research or watched stuff like, you know, and we know that overall a Lego set, just an average, you know, maybe like a $20 Lego set or whatever, it doesn't cost a lot to make, to produce. You know what I mean? You know, everything from just whatever it costs them in material to, because they're so spread out that it doesn't, you know, they get bulk stuff, which makes stuff cheaper. So I don't know what the exact cost is, but we know it's very low production cost to make a set, right? So think about like a minifig. Think about one minifig, like how much it would, you know, a production cost would be to make one minifig, you know, and it's $5. So I don't know. It's a lot of math and a lot of stuff to figure out, but it's just definitely something I would like to talk about and detail more with other people and just kind of have a back and forth and see if we could all kind of come to maybe a good roundabout conclusion of stuff like that. Brian, good morning. How are you doing? Let's see here.
You already say hi to Chef?
Oh, Chef, good morning.
Yeah.
Goodness. No, I did not see Chef up there. How are you doing, brother? Chef, I really got to get a hold of you, man. I'm sorry. I got to talk to you about some stuff and go over some things. Fall equinox, what is going on? How are you doing? Good morning. Just lurking today. I hope everything is going well with your little baby. You're it's a hedgehog, right? I want to say it's a hedgehog. I know, you've had some, your little hedgehog's had some health issues. So I hope everything's going good with that. Andre, good morning. How are you doing? Your panel a little thinner. Yes. I mean, for now, there's only going to be 3 of us. I'm not saying I'm not going to get another 4th co-host. It will happen eventually, but I'm not trying to just rush into stuff. You know what I mean? And also, I have 2 other co-hosts to think about. So even if I'm like thinking about doing it, I would even have to run it by them and say like, hey, are you guys feeling good? You guys want another co-host? You know what I mean? Because even though, yes, I'm technically going to call the shot, so to speak, I don't do anything without them too, knowing or having input on. But yes, we do miss Rich, and we do miss Brick Babe. We hope she's definitely feeling better. Topic Bricks. Good morning. Hello. I love that. Hello. I joke. I poke fun at my brothers and sisters, across the pond, and in different countries. You know what I mean? Dude, we even do it here in America. We poke fun at each other's accents. You know what I mean? But I love accents, man. I do. I love it's the beautiful thing about the world, man. Like, dude, how boring would it be if we all just sounded alike and looked all alike, and like. So yes, I poke fun because I'm like, biscuits are biscuits; they're not cookies, and it's schedule, not schedule. But
and it's Tuesday, not Tuesday,
dude. It's all in good fun though, man. Because I feel like sometimes, like, people in other countries are looking at us like.
Oh yeah,
like yeehaw! Look at us, we're Americans.
Pow pow
pow. Let's see where we're at. Let's see here. Cheers, Chef. Good, right on. Every set is a budgetary or a budget category. Yeah, the creatives have to play under the budget. Yeah, and that's just how it is, But you do what you can. You make the best products you can, and depending on what you do and how you do it, man, you draw yourself a crowd and you make yourself some money. Because them custom companies, man, they make themselves some money. But that's good. That's good. They say it's a magic number. You mean 3?
Yeah.
That's a great song by De La Soul, by the way. 3 is the magic number. Anyways, I like the customs, and some of the knockoffs have interesting pieces, but there is something inside me that just isn't happy and satisfied that it isn't Lego. I don't understand it. Now, look, that is a normal thing, and look, and that's the thing. No matter how much I might complain about the company and stuff like that, and the premium part that they say, but ultimately, that's the essence, I think, of the premium aspect of it. You know what I mean? Yes, we can talk about the quality of the brick. We can talk about the quality of the customer service, and there's all these different like categories you can talk about. But ultimately, it's Lego. It's the name. It's the brand. You know what I mean? It's that symbol of, their logo. It's, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, dude, of course. It'd be awesome just to buy all these knockoffs, man. You know what I mean? And I'm sure there's probably a lot of parents that probably don't really care about the difference, when they buy stuff for their kids. And maybe there's people that do love Lego, but they're not into it as deep, maybe as a lot of us. So they don't care about the brand part. But once you start getting into Lego, and especially as immense as a lot of us are, yeah, it doesn't feel right. Look, I have a lot of custom stuff that doesn't have Lego on it that I put in my city, like accessories, parts, you know what I mean? Storage containers, so to speak, stuff like that. But I can't buy not even like a ripoff, but like we'll say like a Drewbrickz like modular. I can't put that in my Lego city. I mean, I can, but something doesn't fit right in my brain when I do it. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it's because of it's got a match, or if it's because like, no, it's not Lego. And just like with knockoffs, like, yeah, it's different buying a custom Lego figure than a knockoff Lego figure.
Yeah.
Well, you can't even say Lego, but you know what I mean? Like a knockoff fig. It's, you know, because you got that Lego on top of that stud, you know what I mean? That says Lego. Now, I think a lot of us can see things differently, you know, because I think it's clearly, even with a premium aspect I'm talking about, it's still, you know, kind of a mental thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So some people just don't care. And then maybe some people can negotiate with themselves a little bit, you know. For instance, let's say you're building, you know, I don't know. And look, I know some people, this might make their eye twitch, but let's say, you know, you're building something huge and you need a few extra bricks for underneath the mill's plate or something, you know what I mean? And you've just run out of money, or you run out of bricks, but there's a few, you know, knockoff bricks, you know, mega blocks or whatever. I don't even know what would work. You know what I mean? But you're like, oh my gosh, okay, look, I'm going to put them under this mill's plate because I don't have enough. I don't know. You know what I mean? Just like there's been times I've had to cut some base plates to get them to fit in my city. And some people,
Lego used to make in the instructions, you had to cut down the base plate sometimes.
Really?
Like a long time ago.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, but like I said, I think it's kind of different for everybody on whatever level, you know, because they're a purist, dude. They're a Lego purist, and it doesn't even matter if it's custom or not. If Lego doesn't make it, they don't want it.
Nope.
Period. Like, yeah. And look, I'm even like that with some things. Not, I don't want to say just Lego, but with some things, because I understand that there's things that we want in life, but it doesn't mean that we should get them. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean they should be made, or like even in storylines and stuff. I'm like, oh man, I'd really like that character to come back. I want that character to come back. Okay, I want the character to come back, but that does no justice to the story or anything. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's different for everybody. Let's jump back to the comments real quick, and then we will get into some news. Sorry, you guys definitely out there talking. Okay. Yeah, laughing. Thanks, Hive. It's unfortunately not looking good, but happy to be here. I'm so sorry. Yeah, hopefully things definitely will turn around. That's tough, because I will say real quick that animals, you know, are pets are more than just pets for people. I mean, some people that don't care about them or whatever, that's one thing. But like, I can tell you with like us, you know, we've had dogs and cats and stuff, and they're like your kids, man. You know what I mean? It's tough. It's tough. So yeah, hopefully there's a swift recovery with that. 3 is a full circle, or at least a starter one. 3 is a very interesting number. Yes. I wish bacon buddy sandwiches were accepted in the USA. Bacon and butter. It's popular in the UK. I mean,
that's unique.
Just like just a bun with some butter and you put some bacon on it. I mean, I feel like that should just be a staple American food.
Girl dinner, girl dinner.
Right. EMS Bricks, also known as Renee. Good morning to you. How are you doing? Joel's Bricks. Good morning. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Place in the USA look at you like you're nuts when you want a bacon butter sandwich. I don't know. I'll definitely ask next time I'm at a restaurant, see if anybody's heard of it.
You got to go down to the Cracker Barrel for butter and bacon.
And just, you know, like a lot of people around the world that look into America or look at America, like, yeah, dude, America's obviously, we're huge, you know, we're a huge country. So even like just not just with accents and stuff that I was talking about, even just food, like a funny thing that me, Miss Hive, and we are talking about is like sweet tea. Now, you would think sweet tea would just be like everywhere.
No.
Right? Like everybody just would know what sweet tea is. But if you go the further north you get, they don't really do sweet tea. And even if they do, it sucks. because down south they make sweet tea the right way, where you heat up the tea and then you put the sugar in there like that. You don't just make tea and just pour sugar in it, dude.
No.
Like, boring. Anyways, so yeah, I definitely get what you're saying about that. I don't even necessarily mind other brands, but I won't mix them together. Yeah, that's another thing too. I think the mixing part is definitely. Dude, can you imagine how many of our minds would break in half if we saw somebody just building something with all these different bricks together, too?
And then they took it to a convention.
Like, our minds would just be like, good things aren't cheap. Cheap things aren't good. That is correct. And that should be a staple thing. It doesn't matter if it's a product. Doesn't matter if it's like a talent that somebody has, or like a working whatever. Like if you're, doesn't even matter just talent. Just even if you're a hard worker, yeah, good things aren't cheap, and you shouldn't make good things cheap, man. You know, that's not a good thing. I think of custom stuff as the Parmesan cheese, sprinkling a bit over pasta enhances it too much. It's just a pile of cheese. That's a really good way to put that, Pink Wheels. Very good.
There's never enough Parmesan cheese. Let me tell you. I love Parmesan cheese.
Are you one of those people at the restaurant where they're like doing that? You just let them keep going. Just the cheese.
I didn't say when. Why are you walking away?
I know they start walking. Hey, no, get back here.
No.
Let's see here. Moments of Magic says get some Duplo.
Yep.
Yeah, that's actually the best way to build up a like a large mock that you need a lot of space in. I learned that from Drewbrickz actually years and years ago. Let's see. Dark Helmet, good morning. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. New game, spot the difference, find the fake Lego in my mocks.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Click and Cliff, good morning. Yo, thank you for being here. Backroads, good morning to you. It says, I'm the same way. Some of this custom stuff looks great, and I wish Lego would do some of that. Awesome. But I am not buying it because it's not Lego. Yeah, like I said, and look, we all have our own thresholds about stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's very interesting. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of us are way more lenient on custom stuff to a degree. But once you get into like, I hate to say knockoff. It feels not right saying knockoff, but you guys know what I'm talking about. You know, the Drewbrickz, the Mega Blocks of the world. What's the other one? That's the other big one that's over across the pond. Kobe. Yeah, Kobe's the other one. Anyways, all right. Moving on. I was about to buy a set of 2 custom figs that were $250. What the? Then Google said the site was an insecure scam. Oh, thank you, Google. Right. My Bricks and Me says, I can't seem to ever bring myself to cut a Lego base plate. So for that situation, I do get knockoff base plates. They are at the bottom of the mill. So to me, it doesn't really matter. And look, and I want to say something real quick because that's what's important. I understand some people might make an argument about like buying fake Lego, maybe how it hurts Lego or whatever. Look, I don't, that's a debate for another day because I don't know what validity it might have. But I will say if you need something that Lego isn't necessarily making, or it's difficult to get or too expensive or whatever, and you need it, get it. Don't worry about what other people think. You know what I mean? Like it's your build, it's your creativity. You know what I mean? So let's see here. Where else? I cut base plates all the time. I'll even use broken bricks for things. I saw a really interesting thing the other day about a lot of the brittle brown bricks. And they used them. I can't remember exactly what. I want to say it was like at the top of like maybe a brick wall type thing. So it looked like it had stones that were kind of jagged upwards. Because I've seen stuff like that in Baltimore actually. So that's yeah. And look, the only time again I've had to cut base plates is like I said, if you have a city, you know, or if you're building a mock, sometimes there's just different types of corners that you know are unique fits, and you just don't really have a choice but to cut them. Sweet tea is amazing. You ain't kidding, man. I can't really drink it anymore because I'm a diabetic. Like one glass of that sweet southern tea, man, put me into a coma. Christine Harper, good morning. How are you doing?
Hello.
Being here. Macro says I don't have an accent. It's a speech impediment from being dropped on my head as a kid. But you guys say a lot because you're from Canada. It's like I remember the joke I saw one time. I can't remember what show it was from about if the Fonzie, if he lived in Canada, he'd be like, "Hey, eh." Let's see here. Good quality isn't cheap unless it's a morning brick world.
There you go.
Well, I try to be cheap, I guess, let's see here. I'm so glad I went with third party for train tracks. So that's another thing too. And I've also seen a lot of we're talking about the theme already. So we'll get more into this actually. Let me write something down real quick. Because dang, where'd my pen go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, there is another aspect to the custom stuff, and that's 3D printing. And the main thing I've seen with 3D printing, which again we'll dive into a little bit more. I didn't get any pictures of it, but it's train tracks. Because there's really there's the straight train track, there's a curved train track, and then there's the split train track. I don't think, at least modern, I don't think Lego has any other train tracks. Now, back in the day, they might have, but back in the day, they didn't even have the plastic with batteries. Like, they had the with the copper, was it right? I think I can't remember if that was what it was. Mayo would definitely know. He's a huge train guy.
Yeah, they had the little ring attachments that you clip on, you control with the dial,
something like that. Because I remember when I was a kid, when I was really young, and this is when I played with Lego too. I actually had like a train set, and man, I love train stuff, man. That's another thing too. If I wasn't in Lego, besides models or collectibles, I probably would start building like a huge train track. Yeah, like with the scenery and everything, dude. Oh, that stuff.
What's up, Shy?
Shy, what's happening? Mega Block Smurfs are running around my city, and I'm proud of them. There you go, man. Yeah, dude. Look, if somebody is a purist, I respect that. You know what I mean? That's what their preference is. But if somebody's a purist and they're ripping on somebody that might mix some stuff up, this is not a Hive stream, so I have to watch my language. But I guarantee you, I would just have some very, very unique, specific words for them. Let's see here. I use operands for bricks in my mills plates. Nobody sees it, and it's cheaper mills it gets expensive. Yeah, man. I mean, look, a lot of this, because I'm sure if we were all rich, dude, we'd all buy just everything Lego unless like literally we needed something that they just don't make. You know what I mean? Let's see. Topic Rick says, I'm all for custom Lego products, but when the custom stuff is a replica of pre-existing products, such as a knockoff version of official Lego figures, then that's something I can't back. Yes, I do agree that there's also, for me personally, there's a line between making something maybe they don't, or maybe making something unique in a way. But yeah, if you're literally copying something, you know what I mean? That's different, which again, kind of gets into a very interesting debate or discussion about like some of the off-brand bricks, but it's look, there's a lot of talk. There's a lot of gray area. It's a huge, huge discussion because even Lego themselves aren't perfect. You know what I mean? Like they've done some things too. Everything from where they originally got their bricks to, we can get into a whole discussion about Lego ideas. You know what I mean? And some of the stuff that's been made and done through that. But again, that's not the discussion we're having. So, all right, I'm almost to the bottom of the chat, and then, like I said, we'll get into the news, everybody. I have thrown away a ton of Tycho blocks. Wow, interesting. Let's see here, where we at? Oh yeah, so that says 6689 4.5 volt batteries. Yeah, okay. Plastic trucks for RC power functions and powered up. That's something I'm curious for the train lovers out there, and I'll come back and look at your guys' comments, what you say. So for the train lovers, would you guys prefer the old school way with the volts, the batteries, or the voltage, or would you prefer the way it is now with the batteries and everything?
I kind of like the batteries more.
Well, I think they both have pros and cons because the old school way, you didn't have to recharge your batteries. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you always had power. But there are, I think, that I can't think of right off the top of my head, but I feel like there's definitely some more unique things you can do with it, the way it is now. Maybe.
You
I
can
don't know.
hide it better.
Maybe.
You can have you can make little monorails this time instead of like having to use the big tracks and stuff like that.
Will says Hive, write that topic down for the rant stream. Wait, what topic? I can't remember which. Too much stuff is going through my head right now. All right. We'll go back and check on some comments. Let us do this. Let us go ahead and get into
News.
when news breaks, we fix it. All right, let's go ahead and share the screen because I got some stuff to look at. So, all right, let's look at a couple things from Brick Clicker here. By the way, go subscribe to Brick Clicker on Instagram, YouTube. Definitely, in my opinion, the best for the news and leaks and rumors.
Is Brick Clicker kind of like the new Falcon 1717?
You know, you could say that, but I was listening to Brick Clicker way before Falcon came around, in my opinion. But you know,
Okay,
I'm not.
gotcha.
It's not a contest. But look, Brick Clicker is my man. I mean, you know, he's the guy I always like go to. It doesn't mean I don't watch other people's stuff too. But
right.
So we got a Lamborghini Countach.
Yes.
Cool. I mean, yeah. I mean, look, I'm sure it's gonna look very beautiful. It's gonna be like a Creator Expert car. So I have no doubt it's gonna be smooth looking.
There's more pictures of it. Or is that?
I don't think it's I don't think it's been.
Oh, the next thing. Sorry.
That's all right. But yeah, Fruit Store, another one of those houses. I made a video about these gift of purchases and stuff like that, and look at that good $200 threshold there. And then you got a couple poly bags here. Whoopee. The Mona Lisa. Look, I mean, that's cool. I guess. I don't know. A lot of this stuff, they're really going hard on certain themes. And I don't think this is a bad thing. You know, they had, what was it, the Wave? They've had was it Van Gogh? I think it was Van Gogh, right? Yeah. So I like these art things. They're nice. And the mosaics that they did were really cool as well. You know, I'm like, it's a lot.
Yes. Yes, it is.
But look, I feel like this stuff is definitely specifically geared towards like the adults welcome thing. Like they're trying to pull in just random people, you know what I mean? But I'm curious. I guess Lego's unique enough because, you know, I guess if people wanted Mona Lisa that bad, and maybe they just buy a print, but you know, maybe they're like, oh no, I'd rather build it out of Lego. So dude, these are hot.
Ooh.
These are hot, dude. I'm not gonna lie. All three of these are really great molds. I've always loved animal molds. I try to get as many as I can. The gorilla and the baby gorilla, dude, they're really awesome. But this red panda is really cool.
Yeah,
I'm really digging that. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. I want to ride on the back of one of these gorillas.
Right?
So yeah, like I said, definitely go check out Brick Clicker. All right, so I know this has been going around as well, dude. I was half joking, but I'm serious. This box, look at this box, how it opens up and everything.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? It's a big book that's going to show you UCS sets and stuff.
And
look, I'm sure it's a really nice book. I'm not even lying, dude. I think this thing's going to be like $80.
Probably.
You don't have it, just the box itself is going to probably be 40. So that's cool. I'm not going to get it though.
Unless it comes with a cool minifigure.
No. Well, take it true. All right. So I want to tell you something. I've been really meaning to kind of praise Dreams a little bit. I don't really care for the TV show. It's whatever. but it's not geared towards me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like even as far as animation goes, it's not really geared towards me. However, dude, their sets are beautiful.
Yeah, they are.
Dude, look at this.
Jeez.
Look at this. And look at this
so
really
many
cool.
minifigures.
Huh?
It comes with so many minifigures.
Well, yeah. I mean, dude, and the minifigs are rad in themselves. You know what I mean? But like, dude. So the reason there's another one I know everybody loves too. My personally though, look, these ravens or whatever they are, man. These molds are really awesome. The villains are really great. Whoops. So the reason I wanted to kind of praise this a little bit extra for a second is because the one thing I would like to see Lego do, and I'd like to see them kind of pull away from IPs a little bit. Not completely. I don't want them to not do Star Wars or Harry Potter anymore or whatever, but I would see them try and focus on some more of their own unique stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
And not just with the sets, but with the lore and the stories. Because I look back a lot of the times when I was in my dark ages, and I see a lot of the people out here in the community that were still into Lego during my dark ages, and they were into like power miners and what was the agents, all these different themes, or even just castle and all that, but they had lore and stories and it pulled you in, you know what I mean? And I just feel like they've done horrible jobs. They've tried, but they just like with Hidden Side and all that stuff, you know what I mean? But like Dreams is a little different.
Yeah.
Dreams doesn't necessarily require an app, you know what I mean?
No.
And you would be probably better off if you knew the cartoon, you watched it, if you're a kid. But I feel like you could still get immersed in the storyline, because I think even in the instruction booklets, they kind of explain some stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But even just reading like the names and, or just seeing bad versus good, it's such a great thing. And their creativity with these sets is going insane place,
dude. It's like Monkey Kid, but in the US now.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, big shout out to Dreams. I'm very curious to see where they go with it. I hope it does well. You never know, it could be the next like Ninjago, where it's, because the other thing too is like again, I don't want to just pull away from my piece, but they don't have to pay a company to have Dreams. Not only do they not have to pay for it, they can do whatever they want. They don't have to just say like, oh, we have to make this set because this movie's coming out, or we got to do this because that's what the company says they want. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm all about them having their own stuff. So, all right, moving on. Droidica.
There you go.
Look, this sucks.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That looks pretty bad.
but the overall build, dude, this thing is beautiful looking, man. I ain't gonna lie. And even though, I feel like just about every Lego is expensive, I'm not even hating on the price, dude.
How much are they saying it's gonna be?
60, 70-ish, something like that. Yeah. Between 60 and 70. But I think it's actually 65, if I'm not mistaken. But I just feel like they did a very wonderful job with it standing up and with the rolling. Yeah, just amazing, great stuff. I don't even.
I like that. That's pretty cool.
No, I don't even want to look at that. I'm sorry. No, don't even care about that. Don't want to look at that either. All right. Well, we already know about that, so let's go ahead and jump into some other Lego news. Let's see. We already saw this. All right, let's check out this for a second, because Star Wars Magazine provides update on The Mandalorian Season 4. I didn't even know they were going to still go with Season 4 for sure or not.
Yeah.
Official image, or now the official magazine is no longer listing the fourth season in a column of projects coming soon, which only features the second season of Ahsoka and the Mandalorian Grogu movie is in development. Otherwise, both the Acolyte and Skeleton Crew are listed too, but as coming soon, as work appears to be far enough along for them not to be considered as in development. While this may be perceived as confirmation that the fourth season isn't coming After all, it seems plausible that the team behind the magazine may not have wanted the Mandalorian Season 4 and the Mandalorian Grogu on the same list to avoid confusion.
Yeah.
Logos are used for the list, and it could be that distinguishing between the Mandalorian's logo and that of the Mandalorian Grogu was seen as potentially confusing. You know what? I don't even care. This whole thing is confusing, dude. So, yeah, moving on. Free Lego Friends set available again today, but that was the 14th. What's today's the 14th? Oh, well, let's see what that is. All right. There's a free Lego Friends set available in Lego stores this weekend, and today's your last chance to pick one up while in stock. So there you go, guys. Go to Lego store today. Let's see. The mobile music trailer is free in Lego stores for a few hours this weekend. The first of the latest Lego giveaways took place yesterday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And that's during Good Morning Brick World. Oh, wait, in the UK. But for those who weren't able to make it to their local, you've got one more chance later today. So is this everywhere or just in the UK? Available in Lego stores today. Well, just as Lego stores, doesn't say, or this weekend, it doesn't say like over there. So yeah, that's a nice little poly bag for free, man. You get a guitar, you get like some pieces and a little minifig.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Have you tried that brick search yet?
I don't think I have.
I've seen some videos and it seems that it works pretty well.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. So here we go. This is interesting. Lego Mini Disney Disneyland Castle rumored to feature rare minifig. Interesting. The Sleeping Beauty Castle rumored to include a rare minifig that you may have missed. Instagram user Fateful Lego reports that the rumored mini Disney Sleeping Beauty Castle is to feature 528 pieces for $40 and launch on June 1st. Most excitingly, though, it's rumored to have include a rare entry in a previous Lego minifigure series. Really? Well, it wouldn't be Aurora. I mean, is she that rare? I don't know. I'm not like a huge Disney buff, so I'm not sure. Aurora from Disney 100 stated to return. Okay. She is currently available for nearly the same price as a bag of the series on Bricklink. The series has now retired and come back. Okay. Yeah, because I mean, dude, if it's that, I mean, I've got a few of her that I'm eventually going to sell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, look, this is a great thing too. I will say, if you're really into these little mini castles,
yeah, those are pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, because they're getting a pretty nice collection going on. I will say that. All right, interesting. I didn't think it was that cool, but whatever. Oh god, I can't even look at that thing. All right, let's go check out there. All right.
What's the top left? What is the Egyptian temple?
Yes, this is actually where we're gonna, yeah. Well, let's see. Because it was what? Lego Ideas.
Yeah.
Dude, what is up with the Walkman, man?
I don't know.
Like, come on. Like,
I don't know.
All right. Anyways, so in the last week from March 25th to 31st, 2024, two models made it into the first review phase of 2024. The Egyptian Temple and the Walkman are the 37 and 38 drafts in the current review phase. So we will take a closer look at these two models. All right.
Cool.
Let's see here. I mean, it's nice looking, I guess, you know.
I guess you get some cool figures. Those Rails guards look kind of cool, but
2,000 pieces of that? Wow.
I'm not really a fan of the plate design, but I guess it's all right. Yeah.
I mean, look, does it look?
They did the soundboard last time, so I guess they got to do the Walkman this time.
I mean, does it look like a Walkman? Yeah, but
does it talk like a Walkman?
All right, moving on. Let's see here. Let's go to the first page. Lego Ninjago magazine 113 in review and magazine preview. Okay, that's actually a pretty cool minifig though. Wow. Okay.
Huh.
Yeah.
Looks like a big oil pan on his hat.
I saw a Technic space vehicle in my Walmart yesterday. It looked pretty nice.
Huh.
Man.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
So I didn't realize too. I think this minifig does come with this set. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean these are pretty neat. They got some pretty cool parts in them. I definitely like that a lot. That's nice. Lego Ninjago Dragon Rising Season 2. All right. Okay. Lego Masters Australia versus the world. So
That's
look,
funny.
the reason, I find this kind of funny is because as far as I've been in the community, man, everybody's always kind of joked, but been serious about like Lego Masters Australia being the best.
Yeah.
Like the builders there are just crazy and stuff like that. And now I think that's holding true because it's them versus everybody else.
Yep.
I just find this fascinating, actually. Let's see. Last year, we already reported to you here about an upcoming Lego Master season, which will pit candidates from several countries against each other for the first time. Australia is taking the plunge first with an international sixth season, Australia versus the world. Interesting. As always, popular presenter Hamish Blake and well-known judge Ryan Brickman McNaught will be there. Now there are the first trailers and pictures for the international season, and there's even a well-known team from Germany. So, okay. Very interesting.
Don't know any of those people.
Well, I definitely remember her. I can't remember her. Yeah. It's Crystal, yeah. I don't know. Man. I don't watch TV. See here. Lego Dreams, yep. Another fruit shop, awesome. Cool. Lego Star Wars, whoopee.
Oh, lizards.
Yeah. That is
leopard dragon. I mean, wow. A leopard gecko. There we go. A leopard dragon.
I like this turtle a lot.
That turtle's cool.
Let's see here. The reptiles will enter the first review phase in 2024 as the 39th draft, while the fan designer Lego Truman can now still hope that his design will be realized as a model. Let's take a closer look at the reptiles.
I don't like it as much as like the insect ones that they did. Those came out really nice. This looks like it was created with dots.
Well, for this also, to me, I like it a lot. It looks great. You know what I mean? It seems like it's more of like an Art Deco type of thing,
sure.
an Art Gecko type of thing.
There you go.
Like I said, it's more on the artistic side than it is more on, I guess, the more realistic type side. But it looks nice. You know, I'm not gonna buy it, but
yeah,
whatever. Oh. I guess that's the first look at these minifigs or mini dolls or whatever.
Half.
What? I don't know, man. I don't. What is this? What is this thing? Mood cubes. Mood cubes.
No.
What is this made for? Like little kids or something?
I don't think so. Why not just tell you what your mood is?
I don't know. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. It's for kids, man. Like if you're an adult and you need a mood cube, I don't know what to tell you. Holy cow, there's been 56 comments since I've been showing because like I can't see the comments when I'm sharing the screen. All right, let's see what everybody's talking about, and then we'll jump into stuff. Let's see, 9-volt way better. Okay, so yeah, definitely like a lot of people like 9 volts. Scott says, what, 47 watching, 21 likes. Come on, people, give that like a little tap. Rooney. Yes, much appreciated. As a matter of fact, you know what? I should be actually helping out a little bit, not just you guys saying it. Anthony, what's going on? Good morning. Starry Night was a great set. Yeah, it looked nice, you know, and then that's the thing that is, you know, I appreciate about Lego is I think they spread themselves a little too thin, but I do appreciate that they really try and appeal to a lot of different people with different vibes, different sets that they might like. You know what I mean? So let's see here. Click and Cliff has thoughts about the Countach. Oh, I see.
Okay.
I always figured a Mona Lisa art set was coming. I'm really curious to see how they pull it off.
Yeah.
I mean, and look, and this is something I say a lot as well, man. Just because you can make something in a Lego doesn't mean you should.
Yeah.
Like, who knows, man? Maybe Mona Lisa does look great. I don't know. But there's a lot of stuff. It just, to me, doesn't look right. And I'm like, It's because it's made out of Lego. You can only do so much sometimes.
Exactly.
Let's see here. Red Panda. I always think about that Disney movie. I never saw it. I like the art sets. I just refuse to put holes in my brand new walls, so they are leaning on the floor. Yeah. It depends, you know. Yeah, I guess it just depends on what it is and how it hangs there, you know. Canada got its name from throwing all the letters of the alphabet in a bag and started pulling them out.
There you go.
C A N. That's funny, macro. Dreams is amazing. I agree, Mullins. 100 for the book because of the box and it being hardback. Yeah, the books can be expensive anyway. Dude, a hardback is always expensive, you know. That's why because I don't read as much as I used to, but I used to read a lot, and I would usually just wait till the paperbacks came out. The only time I ever got a hardback is if somebody bought me one as like a gift. Yeah. Dreams Wave 3 and Animal Crossings Wave 2 coming. I mean, yeah, it's Animal Crossing. Yeah. Where we at? Raven, good, mech, bad. Wait, Raven, good, mech, bad. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I didn't mind that mech too much. I'm a big fan of mechs. You know, it just depends on how they're designed. I want that Raven so bad. Yeah, saving my insider points to make a dent in the UCS Venator when I finally pick it up. Yeah, that's what I used last time. I used the huge bulk of my points was when I got the Avengers Tower. See, Topic says the Lego Star Wars art book is very similar to the one they did for the Ferrari SP3 Daytona set. The limited edition book of that also sold for $80 with only 5,000 made and now goes for a lot on eBay. Yeah, so as an investment, that book might be good to get because see, the thing about that Star Wars book is it wouldn't just be an investment for a Lego Star Wars fan. Like a Star Wars fan would probably want that book as well. So that might be something worth getting just for that. Oh, and look, that's the next thing Topic said. This Star Wars book may be a good investment, right? Look at that. Great minds think alike. See, Will says, I don't want more unique stuff because it almost always fails, and that money could be spent on molds for customers that practically sign over their paycheck strictly to Lego. Well, that's something else. Again, I think a good discussion for another time as well, because there's a very, in my opinion, there's a very fine line, and it's like you got to be careful between us saying we are your core fans. We give you probably the most money in a way, even though I don't know, that's definitely been argued about, and probably I'm wrong because the overall majority, your parents, your grandmas, they're the ones that spend more money than just us individually. Yeah. It seems like we do because there's just a ton of us, and clearly behind us, is a lot of money. But there's there's a difference between us saying like, you should probably cater a little bit more to your hardcore fans, and us saying like, oh, we're entitled. Like that's not cool. That's not cool. And that's another fine line. I try and make sure a lot of us, I can only speak for myself, but are careful about when it comes to like fandom. Yeah. Because there is a sense of entitlement sometimes, like we'll say Star Wars fans, you know what I mean? That for especially the older ones, because for years we've bought so much stuff to keep the franchise alive. You know what I mean?
True.
But that doesn't mean you should gatekeep. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean other people can't come in, which as far as I've known, man, yes, there's extreme people, but most of us always want more people to come in. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just a matter of how things are done and stuff. But yeah, you can't be like that. You know what I mean? Especially with Lego. Because Lego's for everybody. You know what I mean? Lego's not specifically made just for one sex, one age, one group, one this, one that. Like anybody can play with Lego, dude. You know what I mean? And even in our own community, there's mock builders. There's people that just build sets. There's people that use it for therapy. You know what I mean? There's so many different aspects to it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And one aspect we'll definitely get into here real soon is the custom aspect. So, all right, let me just finish going through the chat here real quick. Oh, goodness. Where are we at? I'll buy it. The dream sets are great techniques, great figs. And no matter which option you pick to build, you use 98% of the pieces, unlike the 3-in-1 sets. Yeah, the only good thing about the 3-in-1 sets, though, is at least the extra pieces, you got parts. So that's always a good thing. Bricks, what's up, brother? Says, hey, y'all, sorry I'm late, dude. You're here exactly when you're supposed to be, my friend. Great to have you back, Hive. Thank you. It's good to be back. I'm definitely feeling better. I'm still not 100%, but I'm definitely a lot better. It's amazing what antibiotics can do. Let's see. I watched the first night tonight of Lego Masters, then watched a live stream after it with 2 guys that on it. Oh, right on. It's funny because RuPaul's Drag Race has done UK versus the world as Lego copying the queens.
Yeah.
RuPaul, man. Dude, RuPaul is like legend, dude. RuPaul's been around since I was a teenager. Had that song, I can't remember what it was now, man, but like in the early 90s. But yeah, it's crazy to see RuPaul still doing stuff. Let's see here. I'm gonna watch episode 1 back on 9 now tomorrow. Okay. Where are we at? Mood Cubes is the Inside Out 2. So yeah, I know. And look, I was just poking fun, man. I mean, it's whatever. Stupid Lego sets from a stupid Disney movie. I mean, it makes sense for Lego to do Disney stuff, man. I mean, it's totally makes sense. Jake, what's going on? Good morning. How are you doing? Papa Rex, good morning. Don't be sorry, man. Like I said, just like with Brent, you're here exactly when you're supposed to be. Let's see here. Mel says, I think I'll go watch Inside Out 2 in theaters. I liked the first Inside Out movie. I thought it was a fun movie. I have no idea if the second one will be, but I did enjoy the first. If I feel like it was really one of the last, just not really thinking too hard, but I feel like it was one of the last good Pixar movies they've had in a while. Honestly, Family Bricks, good morning to you. I had your sigfig out on the cliff painting a painting today. My Bricks me says, I love that with dream sets, no matter which option you choose. Oh yeah, I just read that. Sorry. I love Animal Crossings. Can't wait for more. And look, I make fun of Animal Crossings all the time, and all of us do, and we pick on Brick Babe for it, But like again, if you guys like Animal Crossings, more power to you. Grandma spend more. Have you seen our Lego rooms? Well, that's because look, I believe my friends that have pointed out to me that yes, the normies of the world spend more money on Lego than we do.
Yeah.
However, I feel like we're definitely a very, very big, significant portion of the money, because there's a lot of us. All right. There's not more of us than the normies in the world. But the thing is we spend a lot more. Even somebody that's not even on the same spending level as what I've done since I've come out of my dark ages. Like, dude, even just, people that aren't, a little more casual, dude. If you're buying a Lego set, if you're buying even like a couple Lego sets every month, dude, I mean, there's a chance you're at least spending $100 a month on Lego. Unless you're going really cheap. But I don't know. It's hard to say. Like I said, it's a difficult conversation to try and pull in a very unique specifics, because Lego doesn't give us, certain demographic sales, and then that's just like us talking about like America, and it's not even the rest of the world. So, where are we at? Big Nate, what's up? Andre says supermodel. Rapture Raccoon. If Lego stopped making Star Wars sets and only made Star Wars figures and charged $10, I bet they would make the same amount of profit. Yeah, I mean, it's the CMF line stuff is definitely something that Star Wars, dude, think about, man. Think about how, like, even how just some individual Lego builders or whatever, content creators or whatever, like when they build armies, you know what I mean? And think about how many like clones they'll buy. But dude, if they made a Star Wars CMF line, and especially if they put some really cool figures, not just another Luke or something, dude, we would lose our damn minds, man. We would be ravaging for all these figures. I couldn't even imagine, you know what I mean, what they could give us, you know, with that. But anyways, but yes, thank you for being here, Raccoon. Appreciate you. Where are we at? Everybody's saying good morning. You guys are great. Scott says, RuPaul, you better work. What was it like? Word, turn to the left. I can't remember. I remember something along that because it was like a modeling song or something. I don't know. I remember when I was younger, and you know, I understood, even, you know, at a young age, like what that was all about. I understood like what RuPaul was portraying, what who he was and stuff. The thing I was fascinated about RuPaul was just the confidence that RuPaul had. Just didn't care what people thought. Just did, you know, I just always admired stuff like that, you know, in people's, you know, when they got confidence. All right, so let's go ahead real quick, and we're gonna do. We don't have our celebrations and hashtags because, you know, Brick Babe's not here, but we do have Drew's segment. And before I show it, because Drew kind of surprised me, kind of threw me off guard with it. So Drew, before I show this, would you mind kind of explaining, you know, to everybody like what exactly we're about to show and what's going on and stuff like that?
Oh yeah. Well, I know we talked about it a few weeks ago, and then
Right.
I guess I kind of sprung it last week. But yeah, I wanted
Great
to bring,
idea.
yeah, I kind of want to. I like kind of mixing it up. That maybe some weeks will be a returning back to old Lego sets, and then other weeks it's WIP Wednesday. Most likely it's going to be more WIP Wednesdays. But basically on Wednesdays I'm gonna post something. You just have to tag either Brick Babe, Brick Hive, or me, preferably me. That way I can clip the video together. But just show us your work in progress. We got a couple of them from today from Goblin Zero and Mayo. But yeah, they'll be reposted on my story, and just make sure you tag us in the story or the post, and it'll be up there. So that's basically it.
Yeah. So, so, you know, like Drew was saying, you know, and the segments that that the host pull, you know, they're whatever they want to do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now certain things like the news will always have, you know, that's something even I've taken over, you know what I mean? Just because it's just easier just to share stuff sometimes. We'll always do like celebrations, no matter who does it. But everything, you know, that they do, you know, like that Brick Babe does hashtags, and Drew has been doing like, you know, the classic or whatever type themes and stuff. But, you know, like Drew was saying, you know, now, you know, occasionally he's going to be pulling probably more so into like these work in progress for mocks, which is great. So, yeah, let's go ahead and show, like you said, you had a couple from what, Goblin Zero and then Mayo, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go ahead and do the WIP Wednesday. Dude, I was digging that music, man.
I know. I love that soundtrack. I love that loop, man. I'm obsessed with that loop.
What is it? Because I remember occasionally, you know, and I know you guys don't do it on purpose, but occasionally, like you or Brick Babe or something like that might have like something like that, and then I'll get like a copyright for it. So I gotta go back and like take down the music or whatever. Yeah, no, that's why I always say like just make
that
sure
one.
you guys
That one's from Adobe Rush for making videos, so it should be copyright free already.
All right, right on.
Hopefully.
It depends. Like every once in a while, I know something's copyright free, and they still like strike me for it, and then I'll like fight it or whatever. But
sure,
yeah. But
yeah, make sure you guys on Wednesdays just tag me. I'll make a story on the post. It's all on Instagram, and I'll make sure I screenshot your profile and you get the little tag up above so you know who it's coming from. but make sure to tag us, otherwise I won't see it.
I'm assuming also like on Wednesday we'll share something to kind of remind everybody.
Yes,
right?
yeah, every Wednesday I'll be posting something.
Yeah. So yeah, look, if you're working on a mock, and look, I'll do the same because I'm working, even though I'm not going to Chicago, I'm still working on my Tron mock so I can take it to Brick Fair. But yeah, if you're working on a mock, it doesn't have to be finished. If anything, it's kind of cool if we can see progress of it. You know what I mean? Now, depending how big it gets, you know what I mean? We might have to limit some stuff. I mean, we'd have to get a lot for us to limit it. You know what I mean? We just can't have like a 10-minute long WIP session. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. On Wednesdays, we'll, you don't have to wait till we post something, but on Wednesdays, like I said, we'll post something to kind of remind everybody and snap it.
Yeah. And if you guys end up like Goblin Zero posted it earlier than Wednesday, which is fine. Just make sure you tag me. Otherwise, it's not going to be in there.
Yeah, that's important. Just like with celebrations and stuff, like, look, I know a lot of people might say like in the chat or something like, it's my birthday or my birthday's tomorrow, but like we try, but we can't guarantee we're going to remember stuff unless like it's sent to like us on Instagram or whatever, or tagged or something like that, because we look at a lot of people. You know what I mean? So it's just hard to remember things unless like we're literally tagged in it. I don't know. Brickbay is pretty good about it. She's really good at remembering stuff, but even she's not perfect, All right.
You can even message me if you feel better with that.
Yeah. You can message too. Mayo says I'm submitting weekly mocks for WIP Wednesday and Flex Friday. Yes, there you go. Family Brick says if they did a Star Wars CMF line, could they keep up with demand? Seems they struggle just to keep up with regular CMF demand. I don't know. That's a good question, and I don't know. I would think that they would definitely need to make sure they were prepared. But yeah, it's hard to say, man. And I don't even know sometimes if Lego actually knows what they're doing. Where we at here? Pickle says, sorry, I forgot my whips. Well, I'm sure,
they'll be ready for this one.
Cool whip. Dark helmet. Thank you. Goblin Zero says my whip came from Mr. Not liking the Lego City concert, so I designed my own and a dice game to race them. Right on. I always post my mocks on Wednesday for the 4 different mock related hashtags. Okay, excellent. All right, let's go ahead and get into the topic, which is custom sets. All right, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to show just a few pictures of some custom sets, and then we'll get into the actual websites. And I want to say right off the bat, I've only got like 4 different websites and a few different custom sets to show. Clearly, there are more. There's tons and tons and tons of custom sets made. We just don't have enough time to show everything all, from everybody, from every company. So I just picked a few ones out that are mainly like kind of the bigger ones that, generally people would get from. One is Brickmania. One's Eclipse Graphics. One is Build Better Bricks. And one is actually Rebrickable. Which Rebrickable is a little bit different, but we'll get into that in just a minute. But first, let me go ahead and get some of these pictures ready here.
And we're talking more about like actual physical sets that you get from someone, not you just get the instructions and order the parts.
Yeah, for the most part. But yeah, it's mainly about like sets that you can actually buy.
Okay.
But the reason I brought up also like Rebrickable as well for like instructions is because it's not exactly the same, but at least it's a custom set that you can make from their instructions.
Right.
So I just figured at least it was, something a little more. Okay. Now the first thing I'm going to show is something a little different. And I know some people might be like, oh, how are you doing it? Because they're your friends. Yes, like to support my friends, but at the same time, I just wanted to show because it's custom set and it's interesting. So let me get this here. All right. So good old ACOB.
ACOBulars.
Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because this is a very unique set, and I wanted to show everybody that you don't have to be some big company if you want to make a set. Another a fault that made a set that I have and haven't finished building yet is Moto. Moto made the kitten mech. And he made a more limited amount of sets, and he actually had everything made, and he put together himself and everything. Now, what the ACOB boys did is they had Matte Black Bricks, put all this together, and they're going to come in boxes, the sets, the instructions, all this stuff. So I just thought it was just be very unique to show you guys that all this other stuff I'm going to show you are these companies that make sets and stuff. But, you can do this if you want. Now, there's, again, different ways to do it yourself. And you're generally going to spend money on it. It's not like it's going to be cheap, but it can be done. So I just wanted to make sure that, everybody can definitely see that. All right. So this is from a company called Golden Apple. It's a 9-inch battle droid figure. But it says by B3 Customs, which is Build Better Bricks. So I guess that kind of goes back to that. See, sometimes I get confused because other companies, they affiliate with each other and stuff.
Yeah.
But this is really cool, man. It's a 9-inch battle droid, dude.
Pretty sick.
Yeah, definitely. Hold on a minute. I gotta fix this because this isn't working right for some reason. I don't know why my pictures are messed up. Give me 1 second. Why is that being stupid? Huh. That's very weird. Okay. I guess we'll do this one. All right. Let me share the screen again. Sorry about that, everybody. Next one, I was afraid if I had too many tabs open, my computer might be acting a little weird. Okay. So here's another one. This is actually kind of a famous one. And I've seen a few people out here get this. I don't want to totally say this. I think Shy got this one a long time ago. I know Ryan got this. I'm positive. I'm pretty sure Thick and Brick got this one. I wish I could have got this, honestly. I think this came out not too long after I got on my Dark Ages. And I had like a knockoff strip club that Mrs. Hive got me when I first came out of my Dark Ages. She just thought it was hilarious, so she got it for me. But I don't know. It wasn't as cool as this one. But yeah, like working lights. It is great, man. And look, one of the many reasons why there's custom stuff is because Lego won't touch this stuff with a 10-foot pole. No pun intended. Strippers, like all kinds of crazy stuff, man. They won't touch. So another big one is Brickmania. So I know a lot of people will get on them about their prices, but look, there's a lot of costs involved with a lot of this custom stuff. And it is what it is. You got to pay people to design this stuff. Like, again, they're not spread out like Lego is, you know what I mean? So when you're smaller companies, they can't charge less for things. So, you got to pay somebody to design the stuff. Then you got to pay for the materials, you know what I mean? And so there's a lot to it. And again, I'm a firm believer in capitalism. If you think the price is too expensive, don't buy it. check this out. Build Better Bricks, man. They be making some stuff. I tell you, they be cooking.
Cooking.
Dude, this is a beautiful xenomorph, man. It actually kind of reminds me of some stuff Rick Brickham has done as well. He makes really rad mocks. So yeah, xenomorph, custom mock made using Lego parts. So another big one that I've noticed a lot of people have been getting is a lot of this Mario stuff. And I would love to have some of these life-size Mario things, but you know, they're not cheap. I want to say this one's easily $100 to $200 or so. Something like that.
Yeah, easily. That one, yeah, I remember correctly. Yeah.
Another great one from Brickmania. I love their fighter jets and tanks. Just amazing stuff. And like I said, we're gonna go on their website here real soon too. I just like I said, wanted to kind of show off a few different mocks. Oh, there's your cat. All right, so let's go ahead, see what's going on in the comments real quick, and then we will jump into some websites. Okay, where are we at? Ivan, what's happening? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Almost done with the Lego UCS Millennium Falcon. Yeah, dude, that's a big one, man. That's
nice.
That one takes a long time. Yes, thanks, Brent. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Melo says I have a new in-box bunny set from a geocaching convention. Okay, right on. Fig and Brick owns Foxy Blocks. Nice. Yeah, Shy, dude. So Shy still, I can only imagine Shy still dabbles in obviously Brickmania type stuff, you know what I mean? But if you guys want to see some good, like really good detailed Brickmania videos and reviews and stuff like that, definitely go into Shy's backlog of videos. Because man, Shy, you know, because Shy did a lot more haul videos in the past. But the great thing about Shy's haul videos was he was really good at explaining a lot of stuff and talking about like the unique custom stuff that he got. But a lot of that stuff was from Brickmania. Like I remember, like quick little story. The first real memory I have of Shy, and I want Shy, you'd have to correct me, but I feel like you jumped on a Hive stream, and that's where I, first really met you. But you were building. Remember that hovercraft? That gigantic hovercraft boat type thing, man, that had other ships on it. And like I still to this day can never remember what you've told me a billion times what it was. But you were building that for a while. Yeah, and that's like my first real memory of Shy, like him building that huge hovercraft thing. Because I was just so like floored by the size of it and everything. Let's see, Brick Hive, they should make a Lego UCS Sith infiltrator. Yeah, dude. The infiltrator, like that, like, and look, I know because I was complaining the other day about how many Sith infiltrators they've made, and I'm still gonna complain about it. But yeah, a UCS version, that's a different story. Just like I've also heard Kylo Ren's shuttle is the UCS version, that'd be great. Even like Krennic's shuttle.
Yeah, Krennic shuttle.
Yeah, that'd be a good one too. Dude, that's why, like, I get mad when I'm like, okay, we got another X-Wing, we got another TIE fighter. Like you realize there are more ships in Star Wars, right? Anyways, LCAC, good enough. Brickmania broke my wallet. Yeah, dude. Well, like we were saying, good stuff ain't cheap. Cheap stuff ain't good. Yeah. So, all right, let's check out some websites real quick. Let me share this screen. Okay. So let's check out Brickmania first. Holly's Hall. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that right now, but I'm assuming it's like for somebody, maybe the kitty cat. So building kits are comprised of new condition Lego elements and quality products of our own design and select premium quality third-party suppliers. So, yeah, they clearly, they have their own designers. but they use Lego pieces, but then they have unique molds. Like Lego doesn't make a flying helmet. I mean, dude, actually, I need to look at this because does it have a visor that comes down? It almost looks like it's got a visor that comes down, like with this thing here. Oh, okay, that's just different colors. Interesting. Dude, these sets are awesome. So what is... I'm like just trying to figure out what exactly comes in this set. Like if it's all this and the plane too. Anyways, okay. Where are we at? Okay. Yeah, but like I said, the stuff is not cheap here, but again, you're talking like very unique types of sets. Like, dude, this minifig alone. Like, there's so much detail on these minifigs. It is unreal. Wow. And I also appreciate something else, man, is they at least do stuff in different skin tones. I feel like that is extremely important. Yeah, man, look at all this stuff they have, dude. That is crazy. Lockheed Martin, dude, they work right next to me. It's crazy, man. Like, and I just realized, I thought it was all one company, but I'm not sure anymore. So like I pass like Lockheed Martin every day, but there's another company right behind them, something engineering. And I just realized the symbol that is next to their logo and everything, it almost looks like the I don't know if everybody knows what the CERN project is, you know, where they like spin what is it, like they spin atoms or something around and like smash atoms and all that. I think they might have that over here because it's got like the same type of symbol. I don't know, but it's just really crazy. I do know somebody that worked at that company, and like I think they worked in like, I was like, it was janitor or something like that, so they couldn't go everywhere. But they said like there's like an entire underground facility out there. It's crazy. Anyways, so Brickmania is obviously military. Just in case you guys didn't pick up on that. You can see all this stuff, you know, that they have. Like, let's see what new releases are. Wow. Oh, that's just talking about new releases. No, I guess it's pretty much just what we looked at. So yeah, they're really just military. And I would say that out of all the military type sites, they're definitely the biggest.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're and look, I'd like to say this is definitely a niche thing for Lego collectors, and it probably is, but dude, they do well.
Yeah.
Like, it is very popular. And I can tell you this right now, even if I wasn't a hardcore like Lego type person, if I was in the military, yeah, I can promise you I would want to get a lot of these sets, because the one thing I can say about, because I have a lot of family that's been in the military, I have tons of friends that have been in the military, and not all military, because not everybody are good people, but most military people that I've ever met, they have a sense of brotherhood and sisterhood with each other that no one else has but them. You know what I mean? And that is a very special thing to them. So I can only imagine, because of that, if you saw stuff like this, you know what I mean? Like, you'd be like, oh, shoot, dude, you might have even driven like one of the tanks that they're making or something. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can definitely see why this appeals to a lot of builders. So good on Brickmania. Definitely go check them out. Go support them if you want some military type stuff like that. Highly recommendable. All right, next up, Eclipse Graphics. Now, there's not really too much like the only thing I could find right off the top of my head, right off the bat with Eclipse Graphics right now is like this types of stuff.
Yeah.
But I've seen other things before, or I could be even thinking maybe of not Eclipse Graphics, Citizen Brick. Maybe I could be thinking about Citizen Bricks because I've seen other stuff as well. Like I remember, maybe it is Citizen Bricks. I'm not sure. They've got like a few different trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have like an Optimus Prime rib truck, and then there's like I know a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles type truck. They have like a zombie brains type truck or something like that. So maybe that was on their website. But you know, these are like smaller builds. But they're still, you know, really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I love, you know, all this type stuff.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of stuff like this all over my city, all kinds of vending machines, whether it's for like, you know, a weapon or for food or drink or something like that. So, you know, not too much going on right now with you know, Eclipse Graphics. I just, you know, I saw that they had some smaller unique type stuff that I kind of want to just highlight, point out. There's all kinds of this type of stuff as well, where people have like these builds for like video games and you know, unique things like that. So all right, moving on to the next one. So this is Build Better Bricks. And oh, so this is what I was talking about. Yeah. Here we go. The Optimus Prime rib. Yeah. So and look, these trucks that I'm about to show, they're all kind of similar. They just have different like prints or stickers that they use on them. But I do like how they've got the Prime rib with like the Autobot type logo on it. Dude, they're just really cool builds. I mean, if you've got a city or something like that, these are really awesome just kind of have, you know, going around in the city. So, and then you got the Cowabunga and then the Ghost Burgers. Let's see here. What else have they got? Food trucks, military, space. Let's check out space real quick. Oh, okay. So like here's what do they got? The ATRT.
That looks sick.
Yeah, man. I like the color scheme going on. 212. Very nice. Let's see what else they got. Oh, okay. So here's a bunch of smaller stuff that they got. Yeah, I mean, dude, like, so like if you were gonna make an arcade, like a modular, like look at all this stuff, man, like you could put in your arcade, dude. It's really amazing. Okay, so this is like the instructions. Okay. Oh no, you can actually buy all the parts. Okay. So you can actually buy an arcade to put all that stuff in. This toucan is really awesome. Yeah, they've got a lot of great builds. And you can see they dabble in some military as well. Dude, I was almost gonna buy this because you know I got a lot of Harry Potter stuff. And I know I see a lot of this stuff at the conventions as well. They'll have like pre-made packages and stuff that you can buy. But you know, like I said, it's just really great. Like I do have all the Tron arcade stuff. Look at this. That's great. Like I said, just a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, lightsaber. Yeah, dude. It's really cool to have a lot of these unique sets, man, to buy. And it seems like really they've got quite the variety. I mean, obviously a lot of the stuff is arcade stuff, but I mean, you can see they've got, you know, Hammerhead Shark over here. This is kind of like the one I was talking about. They have a zombie food truck that's similar to this. Oh, I wonder if it'll be here. See, here's a Pepsi one. I know I saw it somewhere, but I don't know. Maybe not. Oh no, that's Mountain Dew. Yeah. Oh yeah. And I remember, yeah, they've got like these castle element pieces too. So like if you're building a unique castle and you need certain things for it, you know. Ah, here we go. This is the one I was gonna get, but I'm like, I just
Fresh brains.
Yeah,
nice.
dude. It's great. It's great.
That's hilarious.
So Build Better Bricks is definitely dude, like they just got so much stuff, man. Definitely a good one to go to. And you know, we didn't really talk necessarily much about minifigs. but you can see they've got custom ones here as well, and they're not even the best known, I feel like, for custom minifigs. I mean, those could be from everybody from Eclipse Graphics to everybody, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of that stuff. But here you go, you got Braveheart, you know, Grinch, I mean, Harry Tiles.
Harry Tiles.
I almost wanted to get this just because I've got a whole bunch of surfboards, and I was like, oh, dude, that Dagobah, yeah, that would be awesome to have. Yeah, I mean, all kinds of crazy like SWAT teams, and yeah, man. Oh, look at that, Cobra Kai. So, all right, now, so the last one I kind of wanted to go over is Rebrickable. Now, the difference really with Rebrickable, like we were saying, is with Rebrickable, it's more of instructions. Now, if I'm not mistaken, like a lot of these you can go into like, no, let's try Chopper. You can go in and to Bricklink and have all the pieces like generated up for you or whatever. So that definitely helps. But yeah, man, I mean, look, I just saw Brightest Witch Bricks actually build a Chopper mock, but that was from Tommy C Bricks. Dude, some of these mocks are amazing though. Personally, I gotta tell you, I think I might like Tommy C Bricks more than this one, but I'm not sure. I'd have to look at it again. But the thing about Rebrickable is you can find anything. It's not just, they don't just do this or do that, and it's from tons and tons of, and it's from tons of people, man. But yeah, you guys see right here, I'm only just showing these because this is just an example of just some of the stuff they have in here. But you know, there's, you know, big build mocks like Chopper, there's ships, there's modulars, there's cars, there's, you know, whatever. But like I said, with Rebrickable, it's not like you go in and you buy a set like you would like from these other companies, and they send you like the set. This is more of like, you know, you buy the instruction manuals off it. So real quick, let me look at the chat, because like I said, I can't see the chat when I'm sharing the screen, so I don't know what anybody's saying. Rula is good for Brickmania. What's up, Rula? I don't know if Rula's out there. I might miss Rula. Let's see. Holly is their cat, and they grab leftover kits that are sold out online to the online store. Oh, okay. Speaking of Krennic Shuttle, I heard the theory that the one empty chair in the meeting on the Death Star in New Hope was meant for Krennic, but he died in Rogue One. Yeah, I heard that as well, actually. Which would make sense because, yeah, he was way up there in command. Cydia says, maybe you're always mentioning my Mothma Lego made a figure of her. Yeah, but I've also always been mentioning Aura Singh, and they made a figure of her too. But as far as I know, the only fig they made of her was the Clone Wars one. So it'd be cool if they made a newer version of, or newer updated version of her. What's up, Hoosier? How you doing, Hoosier? Thank you for being here. Hope you're doing well. Let's see here. Victor purchased Brick Warriors, so he's been focusing a lot in that. Nice, yeah, nice. Apart from Eclipse, okay. Yeah, I can't remember who is actually doing what. But yeah, that's hold on a second. Because there's a lot of other companies too, like I said, that, you know, time to mention or trying to remember all of them. You all right there, buddy?
Yeah.
The Brick Show makes. Oh, Brick Show is another good one. Yes. Here we got time. Let me pull up Brick Show, man. Because I actually have bought a lot of stuff from Brick Show. And I feel like there's some controversy that might surround Brick Show. Because some of the stuff maybe that happened in the past, which I don't even remember all the details about that. But look, I don't care when it comes to like products. I don't care about stuff like that. I care about whatever product I'm making. So all right, yeah, let's show Brick Show real quick because yeah, they definitely have a lot of stuff. Okay. Again, lot of things like, arcades, stuff like filing cabinets, stuff like this. I mean, me personally, this is not up my alley. I could care less, like I'd rather just play the game if I was going to do this. But, if you want to make yourself a Pretendo Twitch thingy, there you go. Dude, these things, I have tons of these. I think
those are sick.
Dude, I think I have every single one, not just from Brick Show, but like a bunch of other people have bought some. And I think I have every single one, dude. I have a ton of these things. I have all these ones. I have this. There's so much cool stuff they make.
Yeah.
Look at spotlights. So great. All right. What else? A lot of these are just like kind of like, candy pieces and stuff. But check this out. Here we go.
That's pretty sick. I remember seeing that in person at Atlanta BrickCon.
Like, and look, guys, I know I was just talking about like good ain't cheap and cheap ain't good or whatever.
Why is the instructions only $885?
No, look, I understand expensive, but it's $1,000. Does that seem excessive? How many pieces are in this thing? Let's find out.
No, but why are the instructions $885? Unless that's $85 for the instructions. I think that's $85. Where says
details? There we go.
It's right underneath the price. Instructions only. That's $85.
No, but I was trying to find out like how many pieces are in this thing.
Oh, gotcha.
2 feet tall, 4,000 pieces.
Over 4,000 pieces.
So he's to scale of how he would be in the game. An easy install light kit, so it's got lights. Wow, that's pretty cool. You can light up its tail. Let me see. Is there a picture of that? Wow. Sorry, isn't that?
Okay.
All right. I mean, all right. Look, this is a tough one, man, because yes, I admit 2 feet tall. That's huge. Well, yeah, that's huge. 4,000 bricks. If you're a really big Pokemon fan and you got $1,000 to drop, I guess. I mean, I'd like to have this, but
yeah,
not for $200.
You don't want that with the Mario too?
Well, then there's the Bomb. Oh, dude, look at this one's great too, man. Dude, this one is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
But again, man, like I said, if you're huge fans of this stuff, like, and who knows, man, maybe this isn't for somebody like as a Lego collector per se.
Yeah.
Because if you're a Lego collector, like, sure, you'd like to have this, but you'd probably just buy like a smaller version or something like that. But if you're like a huge Nintendo fan, and you're like, oh, I want some life-size, but I don't know. I guess you'd really want life-size bricks made because you can buy a life-size plastic things of this, man, and it wouldn't cost even a fraction of it, So I don't know. It just depends on whatever you want. What else they got going on here? Custom arcades. And we already looked at B3. So yeah, man. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? What is this one? Oh yeah, we already looked at all that stuff. What was this one? Oh. All right, that's not really exciting. Anyways, all right. Good stuff. All right, what else are we talking about? Get to the chopper. To the chopper. Someone needs to buy Drew a better battery.
Yeah, you can buy it for me.
I don't know. I got an extra like webcam I'm thinking about sending you. So you can have it as a backup if you need it. Let's see here. Brick Show is the poster child for don't mess around with watermarks. That's what it was, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh crap, my wife found me. Now I gotta go Now I got to go adult. I'm sorry, Big Nate. That sucks. Oh, bye, Ivan.
Bye.
My wife found my wallet and she took it away from me. Oh no. I
Yeah.
didn't know you were married, Mayo. All right. So yeah, like I said, custom sets are a lot of fun. And I think they're an important part of the hardcore Lego community. I don't think normies really care unless it's something like we were just looking at with like the Lego or the Nintendo type stuff. Like if a normie just happened to come across, their website, or if they're at the convention looking as a casual fan at Lego stuff and they saw their displays and like, oh wow, I can actually buy one of those.
Yeah.
That's different, you know what I mean? But the custom stuff I feel like is mainly for us to either customize our own Lego cities or whatever the case may be, or minifigs or whatever. Or even we get our own sigfigs, that's a customization as well. But buying stuff like, I don't know, like those trucks that we saw, you put them in your city, for Shy, I don't know if you're still out there. If you bought that, if you did buy that strip club, like, what did you do with it? Is it something you display? Is it something you just put back in the box? Did you build a building around it and make it an actual building? Because I remember a long time ago watching a lot of very unique city updates, and some of them people, man, had some like very unique buildings, and some of them had strip clubs. Like they made their own buildings and stuff out of it. It's crazy.
Gosh.
But yeah, I mean, but like I said, that's mainly what I think the customization is for. Now, where the custom world is going to go in the future, I don't know. I don't know. It's a very unique market because they're not competing with Lego per se. But I don't know. I just don't know where it will go. I don't know how much more it will expand because again, custom stuff isn't cheap. So for a lot of us that are really deep into Lego, we're already buying tons of like spending tons of money on Lego itself. And then, we obviously have different things that we spend it on, like, maybe tables to build your cities, maybe shelves, you buy shelves, maybe you're buying containers, there's all kinds of different stuff. So then there's custom stuff. Yeah. So it's a matter of spending even more money on Lego, you know what I mean? So I feel like a lot of us really just kind of have this balance, to where we buy some custom stuff. And then I think some of us are going even deeper into it, whether it's sets, whether it's printed tile pieces, whether it's custom minifigs. But it's going to be very interesting to see where it all starts going, and how much more it will expand, because there's a lot of stuff out there that we still want, that's custom, that's not been made yet, so yeah. I mean, there's a whole nother aspect to the conversation too that we're not even going to get into, nor do I really want to, because even though I feel it's kind of important, I don't feel like it was necessary to our topic today. But there's also the whole thing about like, could custom companies ever get in trouble for stuff, And I don't want to say just for like using Lego pieces necessarily, because I've had conversations about this before. I made videos about it on how Lego is okay with, like we'll say one of the custom companies making a minifig that's got like penises drawn all over it or something, you know what I mean? Or stuff that's very taboo that Lego would definitely, not really like. And then there's that, but then there's also like using, Star Wars and all these, even like real people. Like, there's a Prince custom minifig, that like, how does that work? It's one thing to even use like a caricature from a movie, but then you're using a real person. So there's a lot of different things to look at, as far as that goes, but that's neither here nor there. That's not stuff that I don't think we really worry about. That's just something that the companies would need to worry about. We're just happy to get a Prince minifig or something. So definitely a very good subject for another time. Real quick, let's see here. Let me see. Scott says, I've considered going with AliExpress for custom printed tiles.
Uh-oh.
Be careful.
Careful.
Yeah, I would prefer to buy, and again, I don't know if this is more of the purist or premium part of my brain, but I would rather buy custom stuff that uses Lego parts.
Yeah.
By any means. But I
Yes.
also do understand if even there's some stuff that even the custom companies haven't made that you would like to have. You know what I mean? Like,
True that.
so, but again, there's a lot of nuance and a lot of gray areas and a lot of things that to be considered, because at the same time, like Topic had brought up before too, I don't want to support anybody that's literally ripping another company off, you know what I mean, of a design or of a part or mold or something like that. But like I said, it's definitely a debatable subject with some areas. Let's see here. Oh wait, Mel said I'm making the wife jokes now because Hive said that joke is no joke. Said that joke is no joke months ago. Okay, sorry, not sorry, man. If I said something months ago, I don't know what you mean by the relevance to it now, but it's all good. Citizen Brick definitely has that minifig. Yeah, I didn't know for sure who it was, but Fabu Brick, what's up? Only one way to find out. Make a PP face custom. What's up, Fabu? Thanks for being here. You gonna draw one on your fig wig? Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing, Richie? What's going on, man?
What's up?
All right, so that's gonna pretty much wrap up the show. Before we go, let's see what's going on with my brother Drew here. You got anything you want to shout out, promote, complain about?
It's just been crazy lately. Getting a car and work and finding a new place to live. Hopefully gonna get some this video out for my castle series. I haven't worked on it since my last update on Instagram, so that's been kind of a bummer. But I'm going to be selling some Lego sets, so I'll put it on my story. So if anyone's interested in some Lego sets, they're going to be on Facebook and on that. So, obviously shipping will have to be paid for if you live far away, but maybe if you live somewhere in Tennessee or near it, we can work something out.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody definitely keep an eye out for Drew's stories and stuff on Instagram and whatnot. See if you want to buy anything that he's selling. Anything else you want to go over, man?
That's basically for me.
Right on. As far as me, I am currently finishing up my script for my new essay video, which is going to be about Lego competition. Speaking of not necessarily custom stuff, but I kind of wanted to go into some of the other companies that are competition, I guess, for Lego, how much competition they are, how much competition they bring, and if they can pull people away from Lego. So that'll be the next essay video I've got. I should have it out next week. I shouldn't have an issue with that. Also next week, I'll have another Hive Reacts video. I just dropped my week in review video yesterday. So if you're interested in the boring happenings that occur during my real life, as far as vlogs go, you can watch that. I've been working a lot on things for the Pure Rant Fury streams on Friday. I'm getting some merch going for that. And and then always got Good Morning Brick World. I am still slowly working on my stop motion, but that's just going to be a long time. I've just got too much stuff going on for me to put too much focus into that. As you guys have known, like I said, I made a stream about it last week, and I'm not going to be able to make it to Chicago. And again, just wanted to say thank you, everybody, for all of your kind words. It really, really helped me feel a lot better. Just about the whole situation. Lady McBrick, what's going on? Says, thank you very much for an intriguing and very entertaining stream. Oh, you're so welcome. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the weekend. Thank you. I hope you do as well. A lot of stuff going on. I've got multiple other things happening right now too. I've got this new camera I'm learning how to use really good. So hopefully I'll have some good footage of stuff with that here soon. yeah, I have also plan on making a new train video soon too, but I'm trying to figure out a few things on what to do. I probably also will have another mock stream soon. There's just only so much time in the day. So, anyways, all right, everybody. We appreciate you very much. I know it was a little bit of a lighter panel today. Like I said, I mean, going forward, there's
Best of the best are always here.
like I said, there's only gonna be 3 of us now for a while until we all decide that we want to pull on another 4th member of the show. And like I said, you know, wish good vibes and, you know, healing prayers for Brick Babe. You know, like I said, she's okay. She's just not feeling good, so I don't want anybody to freak out. But yeah, like I said, we appreciate you guys. We'll see you next Sunday. I'm gonna go ahead and play the member outro. And yeah, like I said, we will definitely see you next Sunday.
Peace.
Peace out.